Hello guys, and welcome to Sophisticated Obsession. In this series, we look in detail at the house of Zoologist. Now, we must say a huge thank you to Victor Wong for giving us a sample of all of his fragrances. We really are appreciative. So, without further ado, let's get down to it. Guys, let's go on a journey. This week, it's Bat. Hello guys, and welcome back to Sophisticated Obsession. My name is Matt, and on today's show we are going to be looking at probably one of the most interesting and intriguing fragrances I have ever come across. Bat. Well, I've got to say, I love Zoologist. I am such a fan of Zoologist, and I think that everything about this house is just incredible. Even down to the artwork, it is just phenomenal. Now, I'm really pleased with the quality of these samples alone, so I cannot wait for us to then get our hands on a deluxe bottle. I know that it's going to come fairly soon. So what do you think of when you think of Bat? I wasn't really too sure. I didn't really have anything in mind. I thought it might have been a little bit skanky, but then also a little bit fruity as well. The note breakdown is top notes: banana, soft fruits, damp earth. Where's that come from? The heart notes: fig, tropical fruits, mineral notes, myrrh, resins, and vegetal roots. And the base notes: furry musks, leather, vetiver, sandalwood, and tonka. Out of all the notes that I have just said, the one that really seems to pop out and spring out of that is damp earth. Who wants to smell like damp earth? Well, we'll go to that in a moment. So let's get down and actually spray this. I've got to say, even the atomizers on these testers are incredible. Wow, okay, so I've just got a huge noseful of like mud. God, that is so interesting. It is so like you have just stepped into a bat cave. Now, as this dries down, the soil note starts to then subside, and what you then have is those fruity notes amplify in sweetness almost. Once those sweet notes then start to ramp up and then after a while burn out, you then get the leather, the tonka, and the sandalwood really pushing through to make this a real earthy but fairly masculine and fairly, I want to say fairly tame finish to this fragrance. The start of this fragrance, so what I've just sprayed on my hand, this is not tame, people. This is going to be quite divisive, but in a good way. So let's get down to the actual review. First, let's look at the presentation. Well, I've got to say that from the pictures that I've seen of the deluxe bottles and just everything about even this little sample. In the sample, you've then got a little book about the fragrance itself. On the outside, you've got this wonderful photography or picture out here. I just think that everything about it is just incredible. Now, the actual bottles themselves, the deluxe bottles in all of their splendor, are just incredible. They are actually delivered in like a book that almost looks like it should be on your encyclopedia shelf. It really is something to behold. So it definitely gets a point for its presentation. Number 2, performance. The performance on all of Zoologists are really good. I know that for a fact because I have been testing all of these Zoologist fragrances, and I've got to say that really there are no slouches here. This is no exception. This lasts, I'm going to say, about 10 hours on my skin. And usually my skin eats up fragrances like air. So it is very good. I can definitely vouch for that. So yeah, it gets a point for the performance. Next up, target audience. Number 3. So the target audience. Now this might be where it it sort of falls down, because I don't really know who would wear this. I wouldn't just go out in the city, or I wouldn't just go to work wearing this. This has got to be for a specific event, and I really struggle to find a time that I would be comfortable wearing such a divisive fragrance. So I'm gonna have to say I don't think I can give this a point for the clientele, just because I don't know who this would be for. I really couldn't guess it, so not a point there. Number 4, Versatility. Again, the versatility on this, I kind of struggle to see, just because I'm not really too sure where or when you could wear this. In terms of seasons, this is more of an autumnal, possibly winter, maybe spring, not summer. But it is more for the cooler months. So in England, that's about 2 weeks that you can't wear this. The versatility of this, I think, will vary on different people, and different people will then find it comfortable in different areas. For me, however, I don't know where I could wear this. I could, at best, probably wear this if I was going out on like a walk or going somewhere where there was a lot of like air around, there wasn't too much in the way of like close encounters with people. Staying indoors, I don't think that it would sort of work with this. I think that this does need to be sort of aerated a little bit to really get the most out of it. So I'm gonna have to say I can't give it a point for its versatility. Number 5. Uniqueness. I do not need to go into detail with this. This is unique. I have never ever smelt a fragrance that actually smells like earth. Like pure earth. It just oozes this like dark, dingy cave with like water sort of streaming down, and like all of the floor is then just covered in like all of its rich fruit and just the general diet of this fruit bat. I really, really do appreciate this fragrance, and I can now understand, going through it in more detail, why this was the Olfactory and Art winner of 2016. I can see that. That gives us a score of 3 out of 5. I think that is a really, really honourable score for a fragrance that is so divisive. I would say that if this was not done as well as it is here, this would not score highly. I wouldn't be giving this many points. However, I can tell that there is a lot of quality here. I can tell that there has been a lot of thought in here, and I can also see that this is so unique, so artistic, and probably one of the most interesting fragrances I think I have ever come across. If you want something to challenge you, and if you want something to be a bit more of a bragging right, to say that I've got a fragrance that smells like a bat's cave, this is your pal. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Matt from Sophisticated Obsession. As always, please like, subscribe on this video, and also check out our blog where we actually have a blog post of bat. So just go to www.sophisticatedobsession.com/zoologist, and there you will be able to find all of the blog posts that we are doing on this wonderful fragrance house. As always, thank you so much for your support, and if you do have any other questions about Zoologist, about bat, or just if you want to have a little chat, please come at me. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. I'll see you next time. See ya. Bye bye.